As I said, if you missed this intro, this is our three-way show where we are doing three-way debates. So we got 3 rounds. Each of us has brought a topic to debate.
Just scooch over a bit.
Huh?
Just scooch over a bit. He's not centered.
He's not centered in his yellow.
Yeah.
We got 3 rounds of debates. We hit a little bit of cancel culture this week. At least people trying to cancel. Not really. Things just got escalated with news stories, especially with the Dr. Suess. Dr. Suess is stopping 6 of his books.
That was a tongue twister.
That's what Dr. Suess is all about. So we decided to talk about our favorite Dr. Seuss books. So we're going to be debating those. That was mine that I brought to the table, I think. I don't know.
I can't remember.
I can't remember who came up with whose.
I know what mine was. Mine was we're going to debate our... for non-cancel culture, they tried to cancel him in the 80s and 90s because he was gay. We're going to do our favorite Elton John song of all time.
That's why we're doing him?
Elton John's canceled. We're canceling him right now.
We're doing the old canceled.
And I picked Looney Tunes?
One or the other. It was me or you. Because we switched around. I was going to do Chris Farley.
Yeah, we need to clarify. The show was not set up with cancel culture in mind. That was just a suggestion about 4 hours ago.
Well, no, because we were talking about that one
I switched it that day.
Yeah, and then we were talking about how, like... Because then Lola Bunny... They fucking switched up her look for the new Space Jam movie, so she's now like sexy.
Took her tits away.
Sexy, slutty. She's actually dressed like a frumpy NWA player, and it's
the world is upset right now.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Well,
I think if we pull a Sonic the Hedgehog and we just bully Warner Brothers enough, they will bring her back her slutty look.
I was on the couch and Eric was I just hear him like sigh and groan. He's like, oh no, and he like shows me something, and I peeked for like 1 second, and I slapped the phone out of his hand. I was like, not my Lola. Okay.
Yeah, man, it's depressing. I don't know if you guys haven't seen it. Maybe throw a picture of it up.
I mean, just Google it.
Just Google it. Just Google what Lola Bunny looks like now, and it's fucking depressing.
So we're debating best Looney Tunes character as well. So 3 fun debates. We're gonna need you in chat to decide the winner. What do we want to start with?
Well,
Dr. Seuss?
Can you do me a favor, Dane?
What's that?
Since we have 14 viewers in there now, can you run that sick Ninja Turtles intro again?
Why do we keep calling it Ninja Turtles?
Yeah, it's 3 ninjas. So everyone, we're running the
All right,
intro.
Here's the intro again, the new intro I made.
We should just play it every like 5 minutes.
Yeah,
just
before every topic.
Just because you did such a great job. That's actually pretty sick. Okay, so I'm Colt. I'm Rocky. This is Tum Tum. This thing's cold.
He's the one in love with girls. I'm the one who's actually a psychopath.
And I'm Tum Tum.
And Kooks is the youngest of us all.
Who's always eating candy and cookies and shit.
See, Eric would be Tum Tum on the candy and cookies.
All right. Let's start with Dr. Seuss.
Sure.
Let's say that I brought that to the table, so I can go first.
Sure.
I mean, sure. I'll just go fuck myself, I guess.
All right. I also left my notes at home.
Yeah.
I just wrote them out, so they're kind of fresh in my mind, but
you shouldn't
definitely need a little bit. So I chose debating Dr. Seuss, round 1. Ba ba bum. Cue this for editing.
Here's a mic. There you go.
Nah, I don't need that. So I chose Green Eggs and Ham. Green Eggs and Ham was first published in 1960 by, of course, Dr. Seuss. It has sold over 8 million copies worldwide, several adaptations, most notably and newably. I don't think newably is a word, but I said it, and it has meaning. The Netflix adaptations starring Adam Devine.
What?
Fucking Michael Douglas, Diane Keaton, or Diane West. One of the Dianes is in there. Keegan-Michael Key. It's rated 100% on Rotten Tomatoes. If you have kids, watch Green Eggs and Ham with them. Or read Green Eggs and Ham, because it's a perfect learning book. It's only 50 words long. Dr. Seuss wrote this book on a bet with his publisher after saying that he can't write a book with less than words than he did for Cat in the Hat. And he was like, fucking hold my beer. I'm going to write a book with 50 words, and it's awesome. It's Green Eggs and Ham. I'll get into more later, but that is what I'm bringing to the table.
Was that not your debate?
That's my opening statement.
Oh, okay. Should we just go? Do you want to go next or want me to go?
Sure. I went with The Cat in the Hat because why the fuck wouldn't I? Cat in the Hat, 1957. children's book, the OG of them all. It's if a giant cat in a hat doesn't turn up to relieve your kids of boredom, at least they can read about it in this book. This is what happens when Dick and Sally's rainy day indoors turn into a crazy adventure. Okay, he wrote this book as a response to concern that this was the funniest quote I read, that pallid primers with abnormally courteous, unnaturally clean boys and girls were leading to growing illiteracy amongst children. So he wrote this book. But not only that, actually I could use a Cat in the Hat quote to segue there. I could say, but that is not all. Oh no, that is not all. It was also turned into a movie starring a Canadian treasure. Who starred in that movie?
Mike Myers.
Mr. Mike Myers. And also Dakota Fanning was in that movie. It is the most well-known, it is the most well-beloved of all of his books, and it's a good little learning adventure, and that's my opening statement. Cat in the Hat is the best Dr. Seuss book of all time, bar none.
Stars a young Bruce Willis as well.
Yeah, nobody's gonna get that reference.
Oh, that hurt my rib. Fuck.
Are you still fucked up?
Yeah.
Dude, he fucked up his rib like a week ago?
Yeah.
Or that was like 2 weeks ago, wasn't it?
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, it was that night.
It's been a while.
It was when we went to...
I feel this is the second or third podcast with a hurt rib.
It was the night we went to Pig and Duke and such. And we got real fucked up, went to Jameson's.
We went to Jameson's, yeah.
And we were flirting with the waitresses, but they were not into it. It was our first night back, eh?
Yeah.
Our game is rough.
Eric, what do you got?
I got the 1960s 13th best-selling children book, One Fish, Two Fish, Red Fish, Blue Fish. I got a couple quotes from the book here. One fish, two fish, red fish, blue fish, black fish, blue fish, old fish, new fish. Summers. I'm trying to say a melody here.
You just said some funny shit we both want to write down.
Black fish, blue fish, old fish, new fish. Some are sad, some are bad. Some are sad, some are bad. Some are very, very bad. Some are thin, some are fat. The one has a yellow hat. Here are some who like to run. They run for fun in the hot, hot sun. Oh me, oh my, what a lot of fun things go by. Some fish are slow, some fish are... Oh, wait.
You really doing this?
Some are fast, some are slow, some are high, some are low. Some have 2 feet, some have 4, some have 6 feet, some have more. Boom! What I brought from that was that in a time when Dr. Seuss is being deemed a racist, you just gotta remember one fish, two fish, red fish, blue fish, because it is a book about how there are many different people. They're all fucked up in their own different ways, but they are all people, and we should all be accepted for who we are, even if we have 6 feet or we're fucked up and we like to run in the sun, whatever.
All right.
So we got our 3 choices. I'm now gonna put a
Like, you guys got excited right after I started saying mine.
It's just one of the things you said.
Yeah, one of those things.
What did I say?
Okay,
I'll start. While you put this poll up, yeah. I'm gonna hit it first.
Okay, everybody in chat, look for a poll or look at somewhere for the poll, and you can vote for. But actually, listen to our arguments. Don't just vote on your favorite. Listen based on the arguments.
So Eric led off with one. What's the name of your book again?
One fish. Just call it one fish, two fish, because I've had to fucking say it like 45 times today, and I hate
Red
it.
fish, blue fish, right?
Yeah.
Eric led off his argument with the 13th best-selling children's book of the 1960s.
No, I said 1960s. The 1960s book, and it's the 13th best-selling children's book. I just worded that poorly. I'm sorry.
All right. Well, okay. So it's the worst selling. It's the worst selling of both of our books.
No.
Yeah, it is. That's a fact. It is the worst selling of all our books.
Doesn't have a movie. Doesn't have a TV show.
Doesn't have a main character.
What is it?
It's got 4 main characters. You don't need fucking just one.
Well, doesn't it have a red fish and a blue fish, and they just count them?
Actually, it's got 5 technically.
You may as well just get a counting book if that's what you want. All right? If we want lessons, we want about trying new things. It's about Sam I Am just trying to get this guy to eat some green eggs and ham, try something new, and he's like, "No, fuck off, get out of my face." And he's like, "Just try it. You're going to like it." And he's like, "I don't like new things. New things scare me." then
so he gives
eventually-
them fucking rotten eggs.
But
Hold
no.
on. I'm with you on that because you led off by saying, well, it was 50 words based on a bet. Basically, you said a CEO from his publishing company said, hey, I bet you can't get these dumb motherfuckers.
Yeah.
Can't get these dumb motherfucking parents, these idiot parents, to buy this book using only 50 words or less.
And he did, and it sold over 8 million copies. It was the number 3rd ranked children's book of all time. Teachers ranked it number 4th for its ability to help kids learn because it only has 50 things. We all know Sam I Am. We all know I do not want green eggs and ham, Sam I Am. And then thank you. I do want green eggs and ham.
It's about a guy who force feeds his buddy some fucking rotten eggs and a fucking slice of ham.
No,
Have you tried green eggs and ham?
I have. I remember
I
kindergarten.
have Sam I Am.
I have Sam I Am.
And they're
I've tried
fucking
them with a
gross.
fox. I've tried them on a train. I've tried them with a goat on a plane in the river. I've tried them everywhere. Okay.
So what if it was like green eggs and cocaine? If I just put it in your face, it was like, Dane, I'd do these with a fox. I would do these in a box. I would do this
I
in
think
a
that'd be
tree.
a way better book, actually. Yeah, you lose points because it's not called green cocaine.
So basically, if you just
No. That's a terrible argument.
so basically, if you shove something in some guy's face a million times until you don't give up, then it's okay.
Also,
Yeah.
you can't bring up a Netflix show no one's heard about like it's part of the argument. Have you seen
Parents have seen it. I've
you
seen the
seen
first
it?
episode, but it's a little too childish
And
for me. Okay.
And Kooks, yours is about a fucking cat who goes and torments a bunch of kids and messes up their
Yeah.
house.
What's
too.
the theme of yours? Be an asshole to kids?
Yeah,
and
go
fuck
to
their
a house
up?
and make a mess.
it? Yes.
Fuck, go and terrorize some
That is
children.
exactly
You want
what
to talk
it's
about main characters? Your main character sucks. Thing 1 and Thing 2 are the fucking cool people.
Oh
in that
yeah, I
book.
forgot about those.
Oh,
two
so
little
wait, I have
bastards.
3 characters that are fucking main, and
No,
well,
you got-
yeah, I do.
You
Yeah,
have
I
one
do.
dumb furry with
I
a
got
stupid
fucking.
hat.
I got the Cat in the Hat. Mike Myers himself.
Terrible movie.
Doesn't matter. It's Mike Myers. Mike Myers. Most of his movies are terrible movies, so that doesn't matter. We still cherish him because he's Canadian. Right? That's
Like
a
look
free
how
point.
thin the cat in the hat is supposed
You know
to
how
be.
many drunk girls I see on Halloween wearing Thing 1, Thing 2 shirts?
That's because all it takes is them to just go buy a shirt and that's it. That's like being like, where's Waldo? It's just like the laziest
And
fucking
if
costume.
those shirts weren't available because of this book, there'd be less girls at every party you went to because they didn't have a
You
costume.
might as well say slut 1, slut 2.
I'm pretty
And like,
sure there
it
is
always
a
bugged
version.
me like the movie, like the Cat in the Hat's like this thin, tall, lanky guy, but in the movie, because Mike Myers played him, they had to make him all fat and stupid because Mike's fat. Mike
Also-
Myers is fat and stupid.
Alec Baldwin, Kelly Preston, Dakota Fanning. Come on.
Yeah, but that's the
guys.
movie. We're talking about the book.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, the book is better than your book.
No way, man.
You
One
read
Fish-
your whole book in 9
Yeah.
seconds.
No, I didn't. That was like the Cliff Notes version. There's so much more. There's so much more to this book.
So much.
There's so many more numbers and colors, Kook. You don't
Oh
even get
man,
it.
it's just a roller coaster.
Same with mine. You may think it's just 50 words, but they're pretty good. How he puts those
50
50 words
words.
together is pretty creative.
One fish, two fish is a
what
roller
year
coaster of
was this?
emotions, Kay, and it makes you think.
1960?
So mine was the OG. No Dr. Seuss without Cat in the Hat.
The
That's
fuck
what
year
you
did
hear
yours come
about.
out?
1957.
It hasn't aged well.
Yeah, 1960. Again, kids ranked at number 3, teachers ranked at number 4.
Well, we don't care what kids think, and we don't care about our teachers.
Recently, some politician just like dramatically read it because he didn't understand the Dr. Seuss cancel thing. So he was like, I'm gonna read this and counter protest, and everybody's like, you're an idiot.
Yeah, if we are gonna talk about that at all, I don't think they really canceled him. His family decided to stop selling 6 books because of some imagery.
It's 6 ones that you've never even fucking heard of.
Yeah.
We were
And,
talking
like,
about them earlier.
And they weren't that bad. Like one of those books got banned because it said, "Here's a and look at this."
If anything,
Chinese
Cat in the Hat
boy.
should have been banned because it's
It was
terrible.
like, and this Chinese boy eats with sticks.
Same with One Fish, Two
But
Fish.
they do. It was factual.
Okay, I gotta make a point here. How many kids got a fucking red, fucking bruised ass from their dad spanking them so much because they'd go into their house and make a huge mess thinking a cow was gonna come clean it up?
Right? Where was that dad
Yeah.
in that
Yeah,
book?
and they
Okay.
grew up disciplined
And how many?
well-rounded.
And how many fucking idiots made green eggs with green food dye and then had green shits the
That
next
was
day?
the best thing at school, when your teacher would read this and you'd get to make green eggs and ham. We all remember that day in school.
No.
Yeah.
Well, everyone had green shits the next day. I didn't remember that.
I don't care. Worth it.
I mean, you get that on St. Patrick's Day too.
Exactly. Any final debates, remarks going into it? I'll just say, yeah, One Fish, Two Fish. That's a counting book.
I'll say.
Cat in the Hat, terrible message.
I'll say.
Green eggs and ham, fucking gross.
Banger.
I will say my final message is Dane got first pick. and And his book is better than mine, but that is okay because mine has a better movie.
Quit giving up in the end always.
I think that they're just saving the best for last for movies because they're gonna come up with a one fish, two fish.
You can't.
Movie.
What would that movie be?
You could have people running in the sun. They could be running for fun. They could have 2 feet. They could have 4 feet. They could have 6 feet.
Green eggs and ham.
I also want to mention. I think that Eric, you do a good job of getting all these people in here, but I think you're getting a lot of votes because of that.
What's good? A movie or 2 seasons of quality content?
How many episodes have you seen?
I'm not a child, okay?
Then
and I
you
don't have
know.
children.
You have no idea.
All right, I'm going to be ending that poll. Look for that poll in the chat or above chat. You have 10 seconds to vote. Your vote's actually just verbally saying them. So, Dan, you saying you vote is with me doesn't actually count.
That's Uncle Jeff.
So I hope you actually voted. But shout out to
your Uncle
the
Jeff?
22 viewers right now who are watching. We just finished debating
Super
our Cat in the
Skid.
Hat, and I'm going to end the poll.
So who is in the chat so far? I got some Stanchill, I got some Dan Paradine, I got some Uncle Jeff, I got some Super Skid, I think it's Joy Cochran.
I think I took Green Eggs and Ham with 15 votes. One Fish, Two Fish, 8 votes, and Cat in the Hat, 1 vote.
Oh, I'm just looking at it right now. It's
Remember when we used to only got like 4 votes, guys?
I know. That's the
Yeah,
nice part.
and sometimes
Thank you for getting all these.
and sometimes
people
I
in
would
here.
I would sneak one in on myself when you guys aren't looking.
All right. And with that, we are just going to take a quick 30-second break.
Aiden just made a funny. He said, "How the hell did Eric lose? I do not know. I'll ask my dad." That's a quote from fucking One Fish, Two Fish.